how do we start to heal the memories of the past, the traumas of the past? When connecting with others, I can see that the chaos of the present is bringing painful memories, past hurts, and old traumas rushing back to the surface for so many of us. I too have that happen and feel the pain, hurt, sadness, and regret that linger from the trauma life has thrown and the scars that remain. Our past is a landscape of experiences etched deeply into our minds and hearts. Sometimes it feels like those memories and scars hold us captive, binding us in ways we cannot see but can always feel. The pain, the hurt, and the trauma, these remnants of our past, seem to have an unyielding grip on our present, shaping our thoughts, emotions, and actions. But today, we embark on a journey of healing, of letting go, and of embracing a future unburdened by the weight of yesterday. Scars have the strange power to remind us that our past is real, Cormac McCarthy once said. These scars, both visible and invisible, are testaments to the battles we fought, the pain we've endured, and the strength we found within ourselves. To begin this journey, we must first acknowledge the pain. So often, we try to bury our hurts, believing that if we don't think about them, they will disappear. But the truth is, buried pain festers. It seeps into every part of our lives, coloring our experiences and interactions with a hue of unresolved sorrow. Acknowledging our pain is the first act of courage in the healing process. It is saying, yes, this happened to me. Yes, it hurt. But no, it does not define me. As we confront our pain, we must also understand the profound influence of time. Time heals all wounds, they say. But time alone is not enough. It is what we do with that time that matters. Time gives us the distance we need to gain perspective, to see our past not just as a series of events, but as an array of lessons. As Louise Hay said, "You have been criticizing yourself for years, and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens." Time allows us to shift from self-criticism to self-compassion, from seeing our scars as marks of failure to viewing them as symbols of survival. Healing is also about embracing the beauty of life, even during adversity. It's about finding the light in the darkness, the hope in the despair. It's about recognizing that life, in all its complexity, is a series of highs and lows, and that both are necessary for growth. As Elizabeth Kubler-Ross wisely said, "The most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of those depths." One of the most powerful tools in this healing journey is connection. Human beings are inherently social creatures. We thrive on connection, on feeling seen, heard, and understood. Sharing our stories with others, finding common ground in our experiences, and drawing strength from each other can be incredibly healing. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Mahatma Gandhi. By opening to others, we not only heal ourselves, but also create a ripple effect of healing in the world around us. Moving on is perhaps the hardest part of the healing process. Holding on to pain and anger can feel strangely comforting because it is familiar. Letting go means stepping into the unknown, into a place where the hurt no longer defines us. It means forgiving those who have wronged us, not because they deserve it, but because we deserve peace. It means forgiving ourselves for our perceived failures and mistakes. To forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you. From Lewis B. Smedes, and it really hits home. As we navigate this journey, we must also pay attention to the power of emotional healing. Our emotions are powerful indicators of our inner state. They guide us, warn us, and sometimes overwhelm us. Learning to understand and manage our emotions is a critical part of healing. It's about allowing ourselves to feel without judgment, to express without fear, and to heal without shame. The emotion that can break your heart is sometimes the very one that heals it, wrote Nicholas Sparks. While we heal, we must understand the practice of self-compassion. We are often our own harshest critics, holding ourselves to impossible standards and punishing ourselves for our perceived shortcomings. But true healing begins with kindness towards ourselves. You, yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Buddha. Self-compassion is about treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a dear friend. As we move forward, it is important to set realistic goals and expectations. Healing is not a linear process. There will be days when we feel like we've made great strides and days when it feels like we're back at square one. This is normal. Progress is not about perfection. It's about perseverance. It's about celebrating the small victories and being gentle with ourselves in the face of setbacks. A quote from Confucius that I love: "It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop." An important aspect of healing is learning to let go of what no longer needs to be there. This includes not only past hurts and traumas, but also negative thought patterns, unhealthy relationships, and self-destructive behaviors. Letting go of toxic people who bring you down can be a painful yet liberating act of self-preservation and growth. It may be one of the hardest things to do, but if all this person does is argue, are self-destructive, selfish, or puts you down, then they are not worthy of your time, energy, or emotional well-being. Letting go is an act of courage. It is about making the conscious decision to move forward, to create space for new experiences and possibilities. Letting go means to come to the realization that some people are a part of your history, but not a part of your destiny. A very true statement from Steve Maraboli. Some people might have played a part in shaping who you are, but they don't deserve to be a part of your future. The time someone is with you does not matter. It's the quality, way of life, and how someone else might love you that helps you heal. In this journey of healing, we must also embrace the power of gratitude. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, from what is wrong to what is right. It is a powerful antidote to negative emotions and a catalyst for positive change. Gratitude turns what we have into enough, said Melody Beattie. Practicing gratitude helps us to see the beauty in our lives, even in the midst of pain and struggle. Healing from past trauma is not just about mending what is broken. It is about creating something new and beautiful from the pieces. It is about transforming our pain into strength, our sorrow into wisdom, and our scars into symbols of resilience. It is about understanding that we are not defined by what happened to us, but by how we choose to rise from it. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Rumi. We must also remember the importance of self-care in this journey of healing. Self-care is not a luxury. Rather, it is a necessity. It is about taking the time to nurture our bodies, minds, and spirits. It is about recognizing our own needs and taking steps to meet them. Caring for myself is not self-indulgence. It is self-preservation, remarkably stated from Audre Lorde. Self-care is about replenishing our energy so we have the strength to heal and grow. Another part of healing is finding purpose and meaning in our lives. Purpose gives us a sense of direction and motivation. It helps us to move forward with intention and focus. Finding purpose is about discovering what brings us joy, what ignites our passion, and what gives us a sense of fulfillment. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. By Mark Twain makes me think of the meaning of life. As we heal, we must also embrace the beauty of life. Life is a series of moments, both good and bad. It is about finding joy in the simple things, about savoring the present, and about appreciating the journey. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. By Maya Angelou. Embracing the beauty of life means finding joy in the present moment and appreciating the journey. Trauma often robs us of our ability to enjoy life, but healing involves reconnecting with the simple joys of life. It involves engaging in activities that bring us happiness and fulfillment. Joy does not simply happen to us. We must choose joy and keep choosing it every day, quoted by Henri Nouwen. Finding joy in the present moment is an important part of healing. It's important to also learn to be patient with ourselves. Healing takes time. It is a gradual process that unfolds at its own pace. I think of this quote often: be patient with yourself. Nothing in nature blooms all year. Patience allows us to accept where we are in our journey, to honor our progress, and to trust that we will get to where we need to be. Healing is about hope. Hope is the light that guides us through the darkness. It is the belief that no matter how difficult our circumstances, things can and will get better. Hope is being able to see that there is light despite all of the darkness. Desmond Tutu. Hope gives us the strength to keep moving forward, even when the road is hard and the journey is long. Hope is the belief that things can and will get better. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tunes without the words and never stops at all, by Emily Dickinson. One of the most challenging aspects of healing is facing our fears. Fear is a powerful emotion that can paralyze us and keep us stuck in the past. But it is pointing us to the areas that need our attention and care. Do the thing you fear, and the death. From Ralph Waldo Emerson. Facing our fears requires courage, but it is a crucial step in the healing process. With healing, you also have to have acceptance. Acceptance does not mean condoning or approving of what happened. It means acknowledging reality without resistance. It means saying, "This is what happened. This is how I feel about it. And this is what I choose to do next." Acceptance is the foundation of healing. Us to move forward without being weighed down by denial or resentment. Acceptance is not submission. It is acknowledgement of the facts of a situation. Then decide what you're going to, said Kathleen Casey Thyssen. In our journey, we also need to learn to trust again. Trauma often shatters our trust in others, in ourselves, and in the world. Rebuilding trust is a gradual process that starts with small steps. Trusting ourselves means believing in our ability to heal and to make choices that are in our best interest. Trusting others means allowing ourselves to be vulnerable and to seek support when needed. Trust yourself. You know more than you think you do. Benjamin Spock. We must also learn to nurture our inner child. The inner child is the part of us that holds our earliest memories and experiences. It is the part of us that still feels the fear, pain, and confusion of past traumas. Nurturing our inner child involves giving ourselves the love, care, and protection that we may not have received in the past. It involves speaking to ourselves with kindness and compassion. It is never too late to have a happy childhood, by Tom Robbins. Resilience. What exactly is that? Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to adapt and thrive despite challenges. It is the inner strength that helps us navigate the ups and downs of life. Building resilience involves developing coping strategies, seeking support, and maintaining a positive outlook. Beautifully quoted from Steve Maraboli. Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient. Resilience is the foundation of a healthy and fulfilling life. Healing also involves setting healthy boundaries. Boundaries are the limits we set to protect our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. They are essential for maintaining healthy relationships and for self-care. Setting boundaries involves knowing our limits, communicating them clearly, and enforcing them consistently. Daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves, even when we risk disappointing others. Brené Brown. Healthy boundaries create a safe and supportive environment for healing. Expressing our thoughts, feelings, and experiences is a powerful way to process and release pain. This can be done through various forms of creative expression, such as writing, art, music, or dance. Art is the wound turned into light, said Georges Braque. Self-expression allows us to give voice to our inner experiences and to transform our pain into something meaningful and beautiful. We must also embrace the power of nature in our healing journey. Nature has a profound ability to soothe, heal, and restore our spirit. Spending time in nature, whether it's walking in the park, hiking in the mountains, or simply sitting by the ocean, can bring a sense of peace and grounding. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks, said John Muir. Nature reminds us of the beauty and wonder of life, and it helps us to reconnect with our true selves. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment without judgment. It involves paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations with a sense of curiosity and acceptance. Mindfulness helps us to become more aware of our inner experiences and to respond to them with compassion and wisdom. Mindfulness is a way of befriending ourselves and our experience, said Jon Kabat-Zinn. Practicing mindfulness helps us to stay grounded and centered during our healing journey. Healing is not something we have to do alone. It is important to reach out to friends, family, or professionals who can offer support and guidance. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. Barack Obama. Seeking support allows us to share our burden and to gain new perspectives and insights. It is a vital part of the healing process. Let us also embrace the power of love. Love is the most powerful healing force in the universe. It can transform pain into joy, fear into courage, and despair into hope. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. Martin Luther King, Jr. By cultivating love for us and others, we create a supportive and nurturing environment for healing. Healing is not a destination, but a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. It involves acknowledging our pain, embracing our resilience, and finding joy and meaning in the present moment. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step, Lao Tzu. Each step we take brings us closer to healing and wholeness. May this journey of healing bring you peace, strength, and a renewed sense of purpose. May you find the courage to let go of what no longer serves you and the strength to embrace a future filled with possibilities. Healing is not about forgetting the past. It is about creating a new and beautiful present. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. John Green. Forgive yourself, forgive others, and step into the light of healing and growth. As we close this chapter, let us take a moment to breathe deeply, to honor our journey, and to commit to the path of healing. Let us remember that we are worthy of healing, that we are deserving of peace, and that we can transform our pain into strength. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Beautifully stated by Nelson Mandela. May this message of healing bring you peace, strength, and a renewed sense of purpose. May you find the courage to let go of what no longer serves you, and the strength to embrace a future filled with possibilities. Thank you for joining me on this journey. May your path be filled with light, love, and healing. And remember, no matter how deep the scars, no matter how heavy the burdens, you have the power within you to heal and to grow through the darkest moments and see the light and beauty within.